Mateo? You see the parrots? Are you excited to see some animals, Mateo?
Come by just a second here. But they have the best eyesight during the day. That's why they hunt during the day. They kind of have these black tear ducts. You can see it there. But like a sports player who puts black as well. They weigh about 4,000 to 5,000 pounds, and they get their name from the word vite. Vite means their wide mouth that they use to eat tall grass. Black and white rhinoceros, they're the same color. But when colonizers in Africa heard that word vite, they thought they heard the word white. You can see they've been rolling around in that mud wall.
That elephant must be really hot, huh, Roman?
And another good sign of elephants is its red clay. They like to dig it out with their tusk because of the minerals found in it, and that helps out with their diet. Looks like they have been doing some digging over on the right. They left a few footprints on the left. I think I see quite a few of them kind of down below here. Elephants are part of a matriarch society, and that means that the females are the leaders. So they'll watch over the young elephants for a little bit of time, and then once the males are old enough, they'll actually leave that group. But they go find a bachelor group instead. And farmers in Africa, they were having some problems with the elephants coming in and eating their crops. That made the farmers upset, so they thought the only solution was to involve poachers. And so Disney and Oxford University, they actually found out that elephants are afraid of bees. They did that by playing the sound of a bee buzzing, attached a collar to the elephants.
Look at its horns, or its tusks.
Look, elephant.
You see
And
it?
usually when we see an elephant here on this side, it's pretty good
elephant.
sign we will find some more.
Bye, elephant.
Bye, elephant.
We'll get a better view over here
see
on
the
this
elephant?
side.
Elephant. Yes.
It is an elephant.
Water icon.
But they have
That's where
very
they
large
swim.
ears, kind of looks like the
Yeah,
continent of
water
Africa. They'll flap them around, it'll keep them cool.
Elephant.
They'll also throw dirt and mud on their backs and use it as a natural
Water
sunscreen.
Yeah, that's
They
where the
have really
elephant goes
thin and
swimming.
You can tell by
Tail.
looking
Zebra.
at their noses. So we know that these ones here are black with white stripes because they have a black nose. They have a
Zebras?
flap of skin under their neck. It's called a dewlap. Helps to regulate their body temperature.
Yeah.
A group of zebras, we call that a seal.
Here.
Wow.
In the trees there are the smallest antelope in Africa. But like their name, they can spring or jump about 6 feet high and leap about 13 feet forward. They are one of the top 3 fastest animals. They can reach about 50 to 60 miles per hour.
A zebra.
And then coming up ahead, I do see one beside giraffe. We'll probably see a few more around the corner. But they kind of have a more open and spacious pattern. They grow to about 20 feet tall. Their babies come out about 6 feet, and it only takes an hour for them to stand and run. And when they are running, they can reach speeds of 30 miles per hour. If you remember back to the okapi, one of the first animals we saw, they also have that prehensile tongue. Basically means that they can bend and move it kind of like a finger, and it helps them to reach and grab things that they need, like the leaves in the trees.
There's a wildebeest.
There are some wildebeest scattered over here. They travel in herds up to 1.5 million, and they go anywhere from 500 to 1,000 miles a year. That's about New York City to Florida.
Yes, look
A
how
group of
close it
wildebeest, we
is.
call that a confusion. They get their name from the word wild beast.
Wow, that's a wildebeest.
Look, look. Yeah.
Wow.
Look.
They're made of termite spit, dung, clay, and they are very strong. You may have heard them referred to as wild dogs as well. In the back are the sable antelope. We use them as our official emblem because they use their fight instincts. They'll stand their ground, point their head downward, and use the horns on their head to fight back against predators. Or any of the animals
Roman,
that
say
include
cheese
your
to the
kids
crocodile.
also seated on our bottoms.
Crocodile. Crocodile.
Crocodile.
It's one in the water. Mommy, there's actually one in the water.
Whoa.
Mommy, there was one in the water.
Oh yeah, you see the hippo down there in the water? water?
Well, the hippos, they're one of the largest animals in Africa, weighing about 5,500 pounds. They're also nocturnal. They'll spend about 8 minutes in the water and then come back up for air. A group of hippos we call a float. There's some here on the left.
Look, hippo, hippo. Let's hear.
But they don't really swim. Instead, they'll kind of just walk or run along the bottom. Again, make sure we're staying in one seat and one seat only. We don't want to keep moving around.
All right, you got to stay in your seat, okay?
If you do want to see,
See it? Right there.
this lighter brown antelope is the greater kudu. Again, has those white stripes. But we know that these ones here are all female because only the males have horns. They're the second largest antelope here in the forest.
Look. See horse.
Yeah.
They weigh about 3,000 pounds. They have a more narrow mouth that they use to eat trees and shrubs. And like the okapi and the giraffe, they have a prehensile upper lip.
Isn't that cool, Roman?
And you can see they also like to use the dirt and mud as a natural sunscreen and a way to stay cool. Quite a few other animals like to do this because they're rarely ever seen. The horns on their head help them to get through thick and tangled underbrush. The white stripes on their body help them to blend into